Well, hello everybody. What's going on? My name is Michael Anthony, and I'm here with Miss Tanya Poindexter White. How are you doing, Tanya?
I'm doing wonderful today. Michael, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Matter of fact, I hear myself on the feedback.
Got a little
Okay, a
echo?
little echo, a little echo. Well, thank you, folks. If you're here, we're jumping on to do a quick little live stream. Just want to let you guys know that this is Wakanda Week, Black Panther Wakanda Week. We are super excited for it. So definitely trying to create some content, for what is supposed to be an excellent movie. I don't know, Tanya. And Tanya, she's here with me because I'm doing a screening this coming Thursday at the Alamo Draft House, and Tanya Poindexter White is my sponsor for this event with her company, The Right Touch LLC, as well as TMK Staffing.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so excited. I'm a Marvel fan, so I'm all excited about the movie coming out on Thursday, and we get to screen it before Thursday, before it comes out on Friday. So this is exciting for me. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to sponsor.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. No, I mean this thing is supposed to be fire. I mean, right now, as you can see, they already had the red carpet thing going on, and this is just one of those times where I guess we need a release. Black folks, and this is just one of those times. It feels like it's Juneteenth again,
Yeah,
right?
and you know what? Not only that, but it gives us the opportunity to honor one of the greats,
Mm-hmm.
Chadwick Boseman,
Mm-hmm.
who, so many people are just so sad about his passing. So this is an opportunity to honor him in an elegant style. So, which is, I'm so glad that you took the opportunity to, get Alamo
Mm-hmm.
to host this event. It's a beautiful place to have that. So, what better way to honor him and his legacy with this great movie? So, thank you for that as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And here we are, just I guess, so we could do a little bit of housekeeping. So Pure Flow Productions will be doing a cinema premiere experience this Thursday. It's going to be at the Alamo Draft House in Woodbridge, Virginia. So if you live in the Washington D.C. metro area, please come out and see it. We'll be doing it on the 10th at 7 p.m. There are two ticket packages you can sort of get. Well, actually, one package you can just get tickets. One is a dinner and a movie package where you get popcorn, dinner, bottomless fountain drinks, and your movie ticket. And everything's paid for. Your tip is paid for. You just pay us once, and we, kind of get it out. Or you can do the promo code, which is movie ticket, two words, capital M, capital T, and then all you have to do is just pay $20, and you get in, and we're having a good time. We actually have some. There goes the Alamo Draft House right there. There's their logo. I don't know if anybody's ever familiar with the Alamo Draft House, but it's a really, really good place. Have you ever been to the Alamo?
Actually, I have not, so this will be a first for me. So I'm glad that this is giving me a good reason to go there. So everybody's been telling me, "Oh my God, it's so beautiful!" And look at it; it's such
Mm-hmm.
a beautiful theater. Got the reclining seats, so you can lay back and get comfortable. So I have not been there, so good excuse again to get out the house and go, and a good date night for anybody who wants to go out as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So the theater we have is called the Big Show. It's 256 seats, leather reclining, electric reclining chairs. So that means you can actually adjust it to where you want it to be at. And it also has tables in there for people to eat. It's a 796-inch screen, and it's curved silver. So that means it absorbs the light. So that means you get the richest contrast, the best black levels, and also it has Dolby Atmos. Are you familiar with Dolby Atmos, Tanya?
No, you know you're the tech guy, so you tell me, school me on this. I don't know.
So Dolby Atmos is essentially a three-dimensional surround sound. So surround sound, it sort of goes around you. You have your left and right channel. Remember old school when you used to listen to like the Jackson Five, or your mama used to play Dinah Ross or Patti LaBelle whenever you used to cook, cook or be cleaning. You
Yes.
had those two speakers, so that's your two channel. Then in the middle is your center channel where all the voice comes out of. So actually in this theater, the speaker is actually behind the screen, and that's where all the dialogue comes out of.
Okay.
And then you have speakers on your sides, and then also in the back. And so that
Oh,
gives you sort of that surround sound effect. So if the helicopter is whooshing over your head, you can hear it. If a car drives by, looks like it's going from left to right, you'll be able to hear that sound as well. Well, with Dolby Atmos, the sound is coming three dimensional, so it's actually coming above, you as
Nice.
well. So that means it gives you this three-dimensional sort of space. So it's definitely state of the art, one of the best theaters that's in Virginia, Northern
Mm-hmm.
Virginia area. Got a full menu. Actually, there's going to be a little happy hour that we're going to be having at the Ghost Fleet Bar, which is right next to the. Oh, actually, is within inside the Alamo Draft House.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I know about 5 o'clock people are going to be showing up to kind of do a little networking, little mixer. I know you're going to be there, right?
I'll be there at 5 o'clock because I like to network. I'm a network queen.
Right, absolutely. And with you being one of the sponsors, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself? So then I know people, they might not be jumping on right now, but people are probably going to see the replay. So please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am I'm the president and CEO. I have two companies. That's why I halted for a second, like where to go first. So, but I'm the president and CEO of The Right Touch. So this is my logo behind me. The Right Touch is a professional writing and consulting services.
Mm-hmm.
We specialize in writing basically everything, but resumes and career coaching, marketing, communications, script writing, ghostwriting, any type of writing services. I have a writing staff, and so we are very diverse. And so we don't turn down anything because we want to make sure that we take care of our clients in every way, shape, and form. So we have a varied background, so there's no right.
Yeah.
That's the right touch.
Mm-hmm.
TMK staffing and recruiting. We provide recruiting services for our clients who we have a couple of subcontractor for a couple of companies, and we just want to make sure that we take care of our clients and make sure that our candidates are connected with companies who match their culture, their climate, and everything that they are looking for in a company. So we do that. Other than that, I'm a retired government employee of 21 years. And I really, my whole philosophy is just making sure that the people that I come in contact with are successful. And I believe that I'm not successful unless they become successful.
That's what's
So,
up.
yeah. So, really, and that's what this Wakanda Forever is about. It's just helping everyone then become successful. So, come on out, join us Thursday night, and we can all just network together and just learn how we can all, just see how we can help each other out in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And I have your Instagram handles up there, so if people can get in contact with you. Is there any other way people can get in contact with you, whether your website or any other information? LinkedIn.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, you can find me under Tanya White. It's Tanya Poindexter White. My personal IG is writer_queen. Is my personal LinkedIn. I'm sorry, my personal IG.
Mm-hmm.
And then my website is righttouchllc.com and tmkstaffing.com.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for all of that. I know that we needed to get some house cleaning, in order.
Get
Get
all
this
the admin stuff out the way so we can get back to the good conversation that we had.
exactly. So, tell me, whenever you first saw, the trailer. Let me see if I can pull up the trailer for Wakanda Forever. What was your thoughts, or like, well, before I even ask you that, what did you think about the first one? Yeah, I'm getting
So
random.
yeah, you a little random. So it's all good though. So I was excited with the first one because I always loved Chadwick Boseman anyway, and every single thing that he's ever been in, I was always a fan. And you always want to see the black man hero anyway. I know I do. I've always been a fan of Marvel movies anyway, so I was excited for Black Panther, the first Black Panther when it came out because I was excited to see what was going to happen. And of course, Michael B. Jordan was in it too. So I'm a fan of his too. So I was just happy, and I love the fact that the innovation in it as well. That was exciting in and of itself. So I wanted to see that innovation. I love to see the sister, being the lead, also being the leader in their technology. That was wonderful. I love to see Black women doing great things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
that excited me as well. So him being Black Panther was one thing, but also seeing the Black woman take charge and be leading their technology and innovative aspect of things was wonderful to me. So that side of the house, I loved it. We'll look at it again over and over and over again. I love Black women leading things because I am a Black woman leader, and I think that that's where the future is going. So that's why I love that aspect of things. Oh, and the warriors, and I can't leave out my women, my female Black female women warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
Yeah, no.
okay, I got excited, but okay, that's why I love Marvel so much. I answered that question for you.
That you did very thoroughly, very thoroughly.
I'm sorry.
No. I love it. I love it. No, I definitely enjoy it. Of course, matter of fact, some people may not even know who I am or what I do. I didn't even
Yeah,
introduce myself. I know. This is
introduce
crazy.
yourself.
See, I know.
Yes,
See, this is the power of live stream because you could just make up stuff as you go.
yes.
So yeah, my name is Michael Anthony. I am the owner and creative director of Pure Flow Productions. We're a creative communications company where we help companies project manage their creative portfolio and really try to niche down on the narrative structure of how to do campaign building or sales funnels, but we like to call it narrative funnels. How can we get somebody from the first click all the way back to your website so then we can start generating some income and some leads and different things like that. My background is that I'm a filmmaker. I went to school at North Carolina A&T State University, Aggie Pride, and as a theater major. Went to school. I wanted to do the episode 7 of Star Wars until Disney ruined it. And of course, we're going to talk about Disney and just how they got monopoly. But this week, though, we got they back. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. We're going to be with them this week. But then, always wanted to work in film and, so got my training, got my master's in experimental and documentary arts from Duke University and made documentaries. I've done short films. I've done a lot of different video projects and different things like that. And yeah, so when I first saw Black Panther, I loved it, because sort of when you look at movies, especially sometimes from a scholastical standpoint, you always try to look for the drama and all these other things. That's why critics hate, comic book movies. But I love comic book movies. I love action movies, really, as long as there's a good beginning, middle, and a satisfying ending. It doesn't have to be the greatest ending in the world, but as long as it's a satisfying ending. And I thought that movie was good through and through. I mean, like you said, Michael B. Jordan playing Killmonger, how he sort of represented sort of this militant sort of Black Panther sort of figure, even though he wasn't a Black Panther Party member, but, as far as his father being in Oakland, Sterling Brown, I believe it was, they played his father in the first one.
Good.
Yeah, and he was in Oakland, saying that we need to bring the things from Wakanda here to help these people out. So he was definitely down for the cause, for the revolution. Unfortunately, he died at the beginning of the movie, but then Killmonger kind of grew up in that era, and I mean, he was a lot of people's favorite villain. I mean, not for the ladies, just because of how he looked, but just what he was trying to get after. Yeah, he was going about it the wrong way.
Right.
But a lot of people when you talk about oppression, especially from people who colonize and people and white supremacy and all these other things that keep coming up, some people just feel that way. And I think there was a lot of people in Black America that just felt that anger, of like, we can never get ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say we actually had this same conversation offline. I liked him. I liked, what he was trying to accomplish. The problems was that he was filled with so much anger, and so he was trying to get to his end goal the wrong way. So you said it the right way. He was the villain that everybody loved to hate. I mean, that they loved him, but they hated him at the same time because, and I think we also talked about how the fact that some people thought maybe he would be resurrected in Wakanda forever to become the good guy and take over the role of Black
T'Challa.
Panther.
T'Challa. Yeah.
Which of course is not going to happen, but because the what he wanted to accomplish was actually the right thing. It's just he wanted to do it the wrong way, and killing others and doing it that way and accomplishing it that way was wrong. But his purpose, he had a good heart, kind of, just killing everybody in the world to get.
Right. Well, he was a mercenary. He was a mercenary. He was a mercenary, so he was going about it definitely very militant,
Yes.
extremely militant. Which
Well, that's the way he was raised.
that's the way he was
You know,
raised. That's a, that.
look at all the tattoos. I guess it was called.
Mm-hmm.
In his body. But
Mm-hmm.
is what it is.
Right, right. Yeah, and here's the trailer for the first movie, 2000,
I keep taking
2018,
long.
the one that caused all the stir. And with the screening that we're trying to do, I really wanted to have something curated around something that was for us, and by us. Of course, we know that this is Disney, this is Marvel, but what this meant, just on the surface, but then also philosophically for us as African Americans, as Black people, to actually have that superhero film, because Disney, there always been this issue with the cartoons where a Black character can't be Black the entire show. You know, so just for us to be able to have this, and you know that Black Panther at the time was the highest grossing Marvel movie when it first came out, and that's all
Well,
attributed to you Black women.
oh, and I was gonna say, and they're saying it was only because it was all attributed to the black. I'm sorry, you said us black ladies.
It
Is
was
that what you just said?
you Black ladies. Hmm. Y'all showed up
Okay.
2, 3, 4 times with your dashikis on. Y'all had your natural hair out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't fronting on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was gonna just say black people, but you said black ladies. Okay.
Black men was going on dates with Black women. Like we weren't going. Like there was a couple people I know that went back several times, but
Hmm.
for the most part, it was Black women going back with their friends 2, 3, 4 times because at least in 2018, like we would like men, we're gonna go back because we liked the movie. Black
Hmm.
women went back intentionally to try to make it one of the highest grossing films of all time.
Yes.
That's a
Loyalty.
difference.
Yes. Loyalty. I mean, because we know when black women recognize that we are going to be what makes something popular, what
Mm-hmm.
makes something a high grossing, whatever
Mm-hmm.
it is, whether it's a movie, whether it's a shoe, whether it's a purse, whatever it is, we're going to be the thing that makes it. I mean, again, we talked about it offline,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, that's what makes a product sell. So we're going to make sure it happens. And plus, it was a wonderful movie, and we're
Mm-hmm.
going to support our black actors. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to support our black actresses, and we're all about that support because for so many years they haven't been supported.
Mm-hmm.
So we want these people to get those Oscars. We want them to get that acknowledgement when
Mm-hmm.
if there's anything that we can do to make that happen.
Right. No, I know. Yeah. And even talking about right now, this is a little tribute video that Marvel did for Chadwick Boseman. Unfortunately, he passed away. Was that 2020, I believe? And that right there was probably one of the biggest shockers. I mean, obviously we were dealing with a lot. We had the pandemic. We had an election that was coming up. I mean, there was so many things, especially the pandemic and everything that had to go with it. But then when you got that alert that Chadwick Boseman died and it was from cancer and nobody even knew about it, that was. I mean, it kind of shook you, right? I
It
just
was.
I just remember sitting there and I remember I got the alert on my phone. I was like, hold up, and I remember I was in a conversation with somebody. I just immediately stopped
Mhm.
and was like, I can't believe. And actually, I posted something on Instagram. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Hmm.
It was hard, before he passed away with cancer. People were like, "Oh, he's getting so skinny. What's going on with
Hmm.
him?" And some people were saying, "Oh, he's getting ready for a movie role," and there were so many negative comments about him,
Hmm.
and the fact that he was losing weight, and then once he passed away, everybody felt so bad, so
Hmm.
terrible about all the negative energy and negative things accusations that they were putting out there. So
Hmm.
you got to watch what you say. My
Hmm.
point for this is that you have to watch what you say because you never know what someone is going through in their life. He didn't want people to know. He didn't want to put that personal information out there.
Hmm.
But he was struggling.
Hmm.
You know, from everything that he was going through, he was struggling. He was doing movies while he was suffering from cancer,
Hmm.
and he did not want people to know,
Hmm.
but he suffered through it. And so we just got to watch. People said so many nasty things about him, but and he suffered through it. So he that's a man. That's a real
Hmm.
man. He was going through it, working, taking care of his family, doing
Hmm.
everything he needed to do.
Hmm.
That is a real man.
Yeah, nah, much respect. I mean, I liked him ever since he was in 42 when he played
Mm-hmm.
Jackie Robinson. That was sort of my first introduction to him. And then he played James Brown.
Yeah.
He played Thurgood Marshall.
Yes.
And also, and so and then he also was in August Wilson
Mm-hmm.
adaptation, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which he won the Oscar for Best Supporting Role posthumously. But no, he was just a talent, and so for him to be as young as he was, and to,
Yes.
rise as and people always think sometimes people are overnight success,
Mm-hmm.
like you just hear about him, but he went to Howard, of
Yes.
course we're in this area, Angela, I think, no, Felicia Rashad. I was about to say
Oh.
Angela Bassett because she was just on the screen. But Felicia Rashad was one of his professors, I believe, and mentors. And he just kind of rose up, through the ranks. And this was like his first movie role because Chadwick Boseman, he was known, but people
Right.
didn't know him until he was
No.
T'Challa, you
Yep.
know. And then, that kind of just catapulted him into a whole nother stratosphere. And I do think that he would eventually, not saying that Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, he didn't earn the Oscar. I'm not going to say that, but I think sometimes they give awards away to people whenever they've passed, posthumously, just for the honor of them.
It's for the honor.
Yeah, but I think he would have won that or won any award just because of who he was. He was just super talented guy.
Yeah, he was super talented. I mean, there are so many though black actors out here that deserve
Hmm.
Oscars who have not yet received them,
Hmm.
and hopefully they will get them soon. But
Hmm.
he deserved one.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I think so too.
Now
Hmm.
Denzel paid for him to go to
Howard, yeah,
um yes,
he
Howard,
did.
yeah. So
He did.
that's another thing, and I'm so glad that he recognized his talent. He recognized that he was someone special,
Hmm.
so long ago before
Hmm.
any of us knew who Chadwick Boseman was.
Right.
Denzel saw something great in him,
Right.
so we owe so much to Denzel Washington as well, so that the world wasn't deprived of this great man, of this
Hmm.
greatness, so that we could see T'Challa on screen.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was like, reaching back,
Yes.
and to hear that, and Denzel, he didn't ask for no, pub or anything like that. He just did what was right, just trying to reach back and helping somebody else up. And I'm pretty sure that he was probably the type of guy that did that. So, and so it's interesting on like the direction that they're taking
Hmm.
Black Panther, because I know that was the hugest debate because we knew that they were coming out with the part two. They had to. And it was just
Yes.
like, what are they going to do? Well, I mean, I guess based off of the trailers,
Hmm.
we kind of see who takes the throne now.
Yeah.
It would appear to be Siri, I believe is her name, the
It would
sister.
appear to be her.
It would
Yes.
appear to be her, which that is how the comic books go.
And
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I just said I love to see a black woman lead. I'm all about black women in charge,
Mm-hmm.
running stuff because things get done right when black women lead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit biased on that opinion, but
Hey, I ain't gonna give you no pushback. You're gonna get no pushback from here. I don't know if
and
anybody in
not
the
to
chat has
say,
anything.
not to say that men can't do it right either, but and they can. But I'm just saying, let's see what a black woman can do because
Right.
I'm all for taking risk and seeing where things would go with a little bit of change, with a little bit of positive change,
Mhm.
because I want to see where it goes. But
Right.
I'm interested in this movie and to see because this is going to be one of the longest or the longest Marvel movie ever. And these Marvel movies be long.
They
So,
do be long. Yeah, this was clocked at 2 hours and 41 minutes.
yeah. So let's see what's gonna happen
That's
here.
Godfather. That's Godfather time right there.
So any other rumors that you want to talk about with
Nope.
this movie?
I think we're
Nope.
going to reframe. I mean,
Okay.
I think because there are a lot of rumors. There's a lot of rumors out there floating around. With a lot of things. One thing is that Disney and Marvel, they keep things a lot tight knit. Like I will tell you one rumor that I heard today, but it has nothing to do with Black Panther. It has to
Okay.
do with X-Men.
Oh.
So I heard a rumor that the X-Men are actually trying to change the race of the characters. So all the white men in there, they're trying to recast them to get them out. But that's again a rumor that that they're going to try to bring in the original First Class X-Men, sort of, because now they have this multiverse. But in the MCU version, is going to be a multi-race X-Men.
Interesting.
I just heard about that today.
Ooh.
So a little breaking news, maybe this, but please take it with a grain of salt. This may. So there are some things out there, you know. I know there's one I didn't tell you. You just figured it out. And this is offline, and you know, so I don't want to do it because. Well, that's one thing that I wanted to wait. Yeah, that's for later. That's for later because, you know, this is just one of the videos that I want to do, you know, to sort of highlight Wakanda Week. You know, I wanted to bring you on and talk to you about this. Tomorrow, I'll be discussing the Black Panther Party because how Ryan Coogler sort of weaved in the Black Panther Party into the first one. Now, I don't know if he's going to do it in this one, but how he was able to weave it into the first one. A lot of people didn't even realize that he was paying homage to the Black Panther Party in the first one.
Right.
And so going to try and do a little bit of a deep dive, you know, into the Black Panther Party. Because did you know that the comic book character Black Panther was first printed or drawn or appeared, rather, in a comic book in 1966, in June of 1966. And it was a Fantastic Four comic book. And the Black Panther Party was created in October of 1966. Now,
you know, I knew that.
Oh,
because you told me.
This is so true. I did. Yes. That's whenever the screening was supposed to be all high diddy. But then I had to bring it back though, which
you had to bring it back.
I have to say, you know, there was, you know, this event that I wanted to do, I wanted to be glitz and glam, and I wanted to do something. I think I mentioned this to you, ethnically elegant.
Yes, ethnically elegant.
Ethnically elegant.
Writer, I love that card.
Yeah, and you know, and I thought that doing an all-exclusive package where people could get drink tickets, and then we would have a trivia night, and we would do this contest for best dressed and all this other stuff, which all those things are still available as far as the best dressed. Trivia, it won't be hosted by us. It'll actually, there'll still be a trivia night there though. But it'll be with a company that does trivia. But, you know, wanted it to be something where just a group of people come together and just sort of celebrate us. Now, of course, being an entrepreneur, especially African American, sometimes the overhead for us is a little bit more expensive than it is for other places. I like to use the black female beauty shop owner, where, you know, she has the hair care products. She might have the hair, she may have the combs and all these other things at her shop, but her prices are a little bit more expensive than the other locations, the other communities that are able to sell these products as well, because in those other communities, they're selling it amongst themselves at wholesale. So that means their margins are a little bit better, so they can sell it at a better price, where the person that's not of that community, like a black, you know, woman beauty hair store owner, in order for her to make money, she has to charge a little bit more. And that's something that has been going on, you know, in our community forever, is that, you know, we always have to pay a little bit more. And that's sort of, in a way, happened with me with this situation. Of course, this is nothing against Alamo Drafthouse. I really enjoy working with them. But, you know, to do something like this on a premium night, getting the theater and a screening the day before it comes out, you know, they have to make sure that they getting their money's worth, you know, especially since they can do it. So I was not only in competition with them, but then also all of the other, you know, black organizations that are also doing a Black Panther event that are selling tickets at a much lower cost than what I was at. You know, where I was at was over $100, but now, hey, dinner and a movie, $80. But if you just want to do just movie tickets, $20. Hey. Mm-hmm.
It's worth it. It's well worth it. And, you know, I supported you. I was excited because I felt like, hey, it's an experience.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
It's a whole experience to be engulfed in. First of all, we're going to be seeing this ahead of the release date,
mm-hmm,
and then to be engulfed in such elegance, being surrounded by all of these beautiful Black people,
mm-hmm,
to share in this experience for people who actually truly are honoring
mm-hmm,
Chadwick Boseman. And to me, that's what it's about: is honoring him in an elegant style. We're getting dinner, movie,
mm-hmm,
drinks, happy hour,
mm-hmm,
trivia, and just being surrounded by all these great people, network people that we can network with and connect with. I'm a
mm-hmm,
connector. I'm a people connector. I like to build relationships. And
mm-hmm,
for me, it will be a night to build relationships. It's
mm-hmm,
not just about the movie. It's a time that we can build relationships and talk with each other and just
mm-hmm,
hang out, you know,
mm-hmm.
and just talk and just, exchange business cards and see if we can just connect later on. So it was going to be well worth it for me. And it'll still be well worth it for me. I'm going to be there. And I hope to see all of our audience out there, even
Absolutely.
if it's a movie part.
Absolutely, absolutely, and just come on out because that's what we want. We just want a theater of good people, to come in. It is a private, so it's not like you're just going to be in there with some random folks. Well, unless you don't know me, then I guess I am random, and if you don't know Tanya, then I guess we are. But we're bringing you this content to let you know that you can be comfortable with us. We want to create a comfortable space, and that's what this is about. Especially everything that's going on around Black, Black Lives Matter right now is taking a hit. Kanye West and, the Ari Spears thing with always Lizzo and Tiffany Haddish. And it's just like, goodness gracious, like, when they hit Will Smith, just this year. I'm pretty sure that there's some other ones. Of course, Black people still getting shot in the back. So, at least this is a time to where then we can come together. And the thing is, I don't want to, this is, of course, Black Panther, and of course, we hold on to it more. But people from any community, as long as you're an ally, because we're forgiving people and we just want to, we appreciate other people's cultures. We just don't want ours to be stomped upon. So, of course, if you're not of the African American, community or African community, any of the diaspora, please still come out and wear your heritage, because clothing and dress up and costumes and different things like that, because we want to, we're a melting pot here in America. And so we just want to have that in there to where everybody is feeling safe in there.
We're a melting pot. Look at us.
Well,
None of us are just one thing. So everybody should come out and enjoy
mm-hmm.
and just be together.
Yeah, no, I'm with it. And then one of the things too is that with everybody who comes, I'm going to be sending out an email, and I want you guys to send me your pictures and videos from that night, because then I'm going to edit a nice little video to give to all the people who came out as a party favor. But before we kind of close this out, because I knew we was only going to jump on for a little bit, and you're a busy woman and you got to get back to what you got to get back to. But what I wanted to sort of look at real quick is they have some early reactions. Now, listen, this is not spoilers, okay? This is a non-spoiler, live stream podcast, however it is that you are taking it. All right, so these are some of the early ones because they had them. They come out. I think some people saw it last week or week before last. But it's takes real artistry to make something as huge and expansive as Wakanda Forever feels intimate and heartfelt. All hail the mighty Kugler. Loved it. That's a wrap. Was this one? Lando. This he has a blue check mark. I guess he's paying his $8. I guess Wakanda Forever is outstanding. It handles loss, grief, and revenge in a maturity and seriousness rarely seen in an MCU. Black Panther continues to be their crown jewel. Another one. Wakanda Forever is as epic as Marvel sequels get. The story is hugely ambitious and thematic, rewarding with gut-wrenching twists and turns throughout. You feel the length, and then 2 hours and 41 minutes, but it's fun, wildly beautiful, and has the best credit scene in Marvel history. No contest. So, I mean, and then, this was at the premiere. Ryan Coogler, he's wearing a dog chain with Chadwick Boseman on it. So, I mean, the reviews are already saying that this movie is about to be it. This is probably going to be, and of course, with the recent Marvel movies, me and you, we've definitely discussed a few of those. Thor, trash. Doctor Strange, trash. And I didn't even get into the TV shows all that much. There's another episode that I want to do sort of, Wednesday. Maybe you can join in. I know I was talking to my other co-host for my other show, Through a Culture Lens, and we may do something as far as try to catch up on the MCU. Try to, because I know a lot of people, y'all ain't watching Thor, y'all ain't watching She-Hulk, y'all ain't watching none of that stuff. Y'all just gonna go see Black Panther. So at least we want to give y'all at least something, so that means you're not 100% confused. So then when Thursday and Friday come in, because we're here for you. One thing we want to do with this screening is try to give an experience. Well, I think that experience can still happen, but now we're just bringing it to you virtually.
Yeah.
From a virtual standpoint, until you can go ahead and pay me $150 to come to one of my shows. But we working on that, though. We working on that. We are working on that. But no, I think, everything seems to be, I don't know. I'm just super excited. I can't wait. Yeah, I mean, ever since the first trailer came out. And of course, for any of the other Black, organizations or businesses, if you guys are doing your own screening, I hope you guys sell out. I think that this is enough for everybody. Now, if you already got your tickets at MCU or Regal, please return them and come spend your money with me. Just being real. But of course, again, I tried to do something a little bit more upscale. And one thing I always try to be is about the people. And I didn't necessarily listen. And of course, I'm not even making that much money off of this, and I know you're helping me sponsor this event, but this wasn't about me trying to, I don't want people to get the misconception that when they saw those ticket prices at first, that I was just trying to get over, that I was trying to overcharge. I really wasn't going to make any money off of this. This was really about trying to make sure that people had a fully curated experience for what probably is going to make people a movie that's going to make people cry and cheer and laugh and, hopefully give a standing ovation at the end. And if you're in that space, and you're comfortable and you're wearing whatever cultural representation that you have, and you're in a room with people who are also feeling that energy, because, the one thing about the movie theater experience is that feeling. You can watch a lot of movies at the house, but that tension that everybody else feels, you can feel it. When somebody, screeches, somebody starts crying, and you start crying, and it's just really that experience that I wanted to do. But I still think we're going to be able to do it. I still think it's going to. I know it's going to be a success. But maybe pause on the full curation, and let's just go ahead and curate it, virtually for right now. And then, once we get into the in-person stuff, then we'll be good to go.
Yeah, it's totally about the experience, and you just said it. It's just being there, all of us being together, and just understand, just feeling the emotion that the movie is going to evoke a lot of emotion for a lot of people as we honor Chadwick Boseman, as we honor the Black Panther, and just cherishing just the pure experience of it all.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited.
You said it. Yep, you said it. So I'm excited too, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. We scaled it back a little bit, but it's still going to be a wonderful experience.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm going to be there for happy hour. I don't know who else is going to be there for happy hour, but I'm going to start drinking and enjoying myself.
Yeah, but I'm going to be there with you as well. And of course, this is family fun as well. And of course, this we live stream this tonight. But this probably be recording, so we'll change up some of the information, because right now I think it just said, Pure Flow Productions live, Michael Anthony live, Tanya White live. I think it just put us live, so it didn't really have the Black Panther thing up there. So we just got to go back and change it up. But we'll have the links to the tickets in the description of the video. We just wanted to kind of come on here and just get this out the way. We wanted to talk to the people. We wanted to supply some content, let you guys hear from us that we're doing this screening in honoring of Black Panther. This is our Juneteenth in November. And, just want to give people just excited about it. And, of course, if you live in the Washington, D.C. metro area, please come on out and check us out. It's going to be a really, really fun time. But I don't think I have anything else other than that, though. Do you have anything that you would like to close us out with, Miss Tanya?
Nothing. I just really appreciate everybody who came on to listen to us talk about the Black Panther. I'm definitely a Marvel fan, and I will look at every Marvel thing. I have not looked at She-Hulk yet, but I've looked at everything otherwise.
Okay.
Some I've liked, some I have not liked. but I will look at everything and anything at any time. So I appreciate everybody just listening to us talk, and listening to me ramble because I do that because I talk a lot. And I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come on and live stream with you and just to be a part of everything. So thank you so much.
Absolutely,
And I
absolutely.
look forward to seeing everybody on Thursday night.
Man, Thursday night, and then through the week, people gonna be talking about it, and then we can go ahead and lay the spoilers. Then we can lay the spoilers, but we just ain't gonna do it before Friday, Thursday. On Thursday night, no spoilers. But then if you ain't seen it by Monday, sorry.
Sorry.
Then you don't need to be. You need to walk out that conversation. Walk out this conversation. But no, that's all I got. That's all I have. I know tomorrow, be back on with Dr. Barnes. We'll be talking about the Black Panther Party and sort of some of the thoughts on that, especially what's going on right now, especially with the Black Lives Matter conversation that's going on right now, and with this Black Panther coming out. I think it's there's just some conversations that we need to have. But this is not a time to mope. This is a time to be happy. And then on Wednesday, try and do another one that kind of, talks about Black Panther a little bit as far as the character, where we're at in the MCU. Maybe have you back on. And actually, that's going to be on the other channel, which is the Through a Cultured Lens. So maybe have you in a guest on there, Tanya.
Hey, we never know what can happen.
You never know. Right, exactly. So, but guys, thank you very much. That's all I have. And love, peace, and power. And see y'all on Thursday. Please like and subscribe. And the link for the tickets are in the description. And yeah, guys, we'll just see y'all when we see you. All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Peace.